It's been a little while, and for that I'm sorry. But to treat you, I've got a game against Fiorentina and transfer deadline day. Welcome back. Doleboy, or as it's now known, Atalanta big boy build-up. It's probably not. It's definitely not going to be called that. We have, as I said, Fiorentina. They're currently sat in 8th in the league, so they're not a direct challenger for us, but they're our old club. We want to beat them. We know the drill. We then have our transfer window, which at the moment, I can see you looking at the transfer budget at £3 million, but we've had some interest sniffing about on a few of our key players, so it might be a little busy one. It may be quite quiet, but we'll find out in about 5 to 10 minutes. Whilst I go through this, feel free to look through the results and goal scorers. But if you could do me the favour of liking, subscribing, showing support on the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. And you'll see some more of these little green dots pottering about if you put the like. It's how it works. Definitely how Football Manager works. We started off with a game, kick off the season, kick off the year against Cagliari. We're beaten 2-1 with goals from Carlisle and Thomas Guida. We then followed it up with a 2-1 win with goals from Carlisle and Tommaso Guida. We then beat Hellas Verona 4-0. No Carlisle and Guida in sight. Carlisle did score. Esposito getting himself a brace. The third round of the Cup, I told you we'd win. Definitely wasn't nervous when we went into the 90th minute and it was still 0-0. But Carlisle's popped up again and we got the goal we needed. We are going to be playing Inter in the quarterfinal, which is a slight concern. But it's fine. We don't need to worry too much. And most recently, we've played Sassuolo, and we had a 2-2. It's not the best. We were 2-1 up going into half time, and they scored in the 67th to equalise, and nothing further happened then, really. But as I said, a few times now, we've got Fiorentina to kick off. A few days later, deadline day. Our team will be Berger in goal, Del Prato, Favasuli, Benson and Balde as the back four, Pavard just in front of them with Di Martino and Hugendorm as the centre mids. Then we have Philippe, Guida and Carlisle as our top three. We do need to make sure we play Esposito today because it may be his last game for us. He's not currently under a bid, but as I say, there's been quite a few teams sniffing about. I know I mentioned earlier that there was Brentford interested in quite a few of our players. They've had a tycoon takeover, so it seems they've got a lot of money to slap about. And if they want to throw some of it in my face, I'll be pretty pleased. We've had over half an hour ago without any highlights prior to this one, obviously. Carlisle puts it back to Balde and Benson on the ball. Favasuli, Pavard, Benson once more. It's just nice, comfortable possession. If you want to see this formation working incredibly poorly, go and check out my Berlin save. Yes, I said Berlin. The last one you might have heard was Munich. Got sacked, gone. Had one episode, didn't last a second. Recorded it. By the time I went to edit it, gone, out of there. I'd been sacked, gutted. So we've got a new save, which, again, isn't going brilliantly at the moment. But I'm a really bad team in a low division. So I'm hoping that we'll turn it around. It'll be all good. Talking about turning things round, Berger's got possession. And the highlights finished. Jolson. Puss in the corner. Di Camaro? Not what it's called. David Carmo. Scores the header. He'd done that a number of times for us. Unfortunately, he's now done it against us. I give our guys a little slap around the side of the head at half time, and it appears to have done nothing because they are still losing. We haven't had any further highlights. And we've reached the hour mark. So we'll bring off João Felipe. We will bring on Esposito, push Guida back into the deep line forward. We'll also bring off Hugendorm for Del Prato. Put in Holmgren Pedersen out at right back. And we'll leave that third sub just in case, because we're probably going to need to change something at some point. And I'm not 100% sure what it is. We have a corner. Del Prato towards Favasuli, and it's headed out. Back to the corner taker. He's put another ball back in, and it's headed out once more. Del Prato is on it for a third time. Pavard on the edge. Ball towards the back post. Esposito knocks it down and Guida's shot's wide. In the last 10 of the game now. It's not looking pretty promising. I'm going to shout at him. We're in injury time. Further nothingness have happened. And the game's over. What a treat. Hopefully the window is decent. Deadline day is upon us. We have 15 hours. I can't see because my little arm for the light is exactly over the time. 15 hours remaining. Is there any interest? Any sort of excitement for us? We've got a number of players attracting interest. Carlisle from Juventus. Del Prato, we don't really care about because he's old. Is that Liverpool, Leicester, Arsenal and Barcelona for Esposito? You can see what we've listed him at. 62 million. Pay that. You can have him. Favasuli is wanted by Brentford, Liverpool, PSG, Milan, Hertha Berlin. Don't want to let him go. I'm looking at least 50, pushing 60 for him if I can. João Felipe is wanted by Mainz and Hoffenheim, Locatelli by Frankfurt, and Lorenzo by Como at the end of his contract, which I'm going to level with you. I couldn't care less about. We've had a loan offer from Inter Milan for Carlisle. So what we're going to do is ignore the loan. Then we're going to go over to here, put it to 40 million, and then suggest that. They've told us to get in the bin. Jog on. We're at 10 hours remaining. No further work, really. We had a loan offer for João Felipe, who I'm not going to loan out. I'm going to start playing him in the advanced role because I'm going to level with you. I got confused between him and Luis Ramirez, who's the one that I wanted to play at the reserved role. So I'm going to start playing him in the role that I wanted to play him, and Felipe in the role where he should play because he's clearly an advanced forward. So hopefully he'll start picking up and being even better than he has been. A 5-hour update. We're on the verge of signing Mario Celia. We've signed Mario Celia. I was going to explain it to you, run you through, question it, and then accept it regardless. I might as well just cut all the faff and just sign him. He is a right back. Cover at the moment. Potential to be at best. It looks all right. Pretty fast. Good on both feet. He can play right wing, which clearly he's not going to. Playing right back. His crossing, it's not the best. So if we ignore that, it's fantastic. But he'd be a fullback on support, which those roles do a pretty good job. Coming in at 3 million straight away, 3.5 million over the next 3 years. And he's happy to be an emergency backup, so I don't even need to play him. We have some offers. It took their sweet ass time coming through. 18.75 for João Felipe. Clearly I'm not going to accept that. They can get in the bin. We also had a loan offer for Christian Sejdini. I honestly don't know who he is. We'll care about him, so we'll let that go. Inter Milan have loan offer for Esposito. Clearly I'm not going to accept, so I'll ask for 62 million. They've negotiated to 40. I'll ask for 62 million. They've told me to get in the bin. See you later. It's all done. We apparently I've sold 10 players this window. I don't remember doing so. Or at least 10 players out. Probably a majority of Maloney's. We'll have a little summary and we'll see where we're coming back for the next episode. They didn't come back for Esposito, so that's cool. I'm perfectly happy about that. In January, we went from Aaron Martin to Sejdini. I don't know if my head's in the way. I'll probably scoot myself over to the side if that's the case. Martin went for 600k. Joaquin Mailer went to Rubin Kazan for 3.5 million. And Aurel Mangala to Anderlecht for 3.4. In for the window, we purchased Mario Celia, who's 6.5 million, and Milos Stevanovic from Red Star. Who is he currently sat? He's at him under 20s. What's he doing down there? Come on, lad. Come join us up in the main team. You could have played against Fiorentina had I noticed. We will be back next episode for games probably against the Milans. Inter Milan in the quarterfinal of the Coppa Italia, and then AC Milan in the league. And if you have enjoyed today's episode, then do me the favour of liking and subscribing, all that madness I usually ask you for, and go over and check the Berlin save if it's still going and if I haven't been sacked for the second time in 3 episodes. There are some items on the left over here for you if you want to carry on watching, and thank you very much for your time.